Hey guys, this is another quick tip from Graphic Authority. Recently I shot this wedding in a simple church that needs a little something done to it. So I created this picture and using a 11-16 wide angle lens, I believe it was shot at 2.8, it's pretty dark. Made it black and white because again there's not much going on in this. So I was thinking in this area up here I'd want to add some lens flare. But if you've tried using the Photoshop lens flare tool under the filters, you don't really have a whole lot of control over it. So I'm going to show you how to have control over lens flare, where it goes, how it can be angled, etc. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a new layer by clicking your layer tab, come up to edit, go down to fill, and choose 50% gray. It may default to foreground or background, but come down and choose 50% gray and click OK. Now you don't have anything but a gray screen. Because it's in its own layer though, we've still got our information down here in our background layer. Then go up to filter, go down to render, lens flare. Choose which one you want it to be on. There's a couple different choices here. I like to kind of exaggerate things because most people that aren't photographers don't know the difference. They just see the lens flare. Lens flare was frowned upon for years and years as a mistake or a screw up by photographer, but now here I am finding myself adding it into my pictures. So it gives you a little quick preview of what it's going to look like. You can toy with this a little bit to control the angle, how big it's going. I just want to be sure that I have all of this circle in and most of the big circle in right here. Click OK, and there it is. Over here, if we come down to our blending modes, that's what this arrow here controls. So go down to your blending modes, go to hard light. Boom, there it is. Now obviously we don't want it in color because we're working on black and white picture, right? So Control Shift U makes it black and white. Because it's on its own layer now, I can transform that. If you go back to the original picture, they've got this bright light right here. I want to add a little, that's where I want the lens flare to look like it originated from. So turn that layer back on. Control T is free transform, and put that biggest, brightest spot on that one. We don't want it going over the bride and groom though, so it's going off to the side, something like so. So we're almost done, but black and white is actually harder to do than color in this aspect because it leaves a line around the side right here. You can see that line where you can see where the lens flare stopped and where I moved it basically. So using a layer mask, it's this circle inside of a square, defaults to white, so I'm going to paint black on, nice and soft. I believe I've got my opacity turned down here up here in the top, 27%. And I'm just going to basically fade out that line on both sides here. And zooming in, you can tell that it's gone. Looks great. Zoom out. So here we go from the original picture to adding a lens flare and gives it a little bit more pizzazz. Hope you enjoyed this quick tip from Graphic Authority. Have a great day.